So it's actually calling for snow tonight, and I believe it's supposed to snow tomorrow as well. So it's gonna probably be overcast tomorrow, unfortunately. I think a couple of them are still at their run. Well, hello, my girls. Okay, let's see if I can set you guys up so you can see what's going on. I'm sorry if it gets a little blurry because of the light. Is it bedtime? I have probably showed you guys me locking them up already, but why not show you again? Where are you going? It's bedtime. Because the days are getting longer, they're slowly being more of a pain for bed. Come on. Angle, you're last. So currently right now, on this app that I have, it's telling me that it's 0.3 Celsius where they're sitting right now. So that's pretty warm considering it's minus 13 outside right now. This is Celsius, I don't do Fahrenheit, so you'll have to look that up yourself, sorry. There you go, girl. I actually normally close their door before they all go up, just in case they happen to try to poop on my head by accident, but haven't had that yet, knock on wood. I make sure there's lots of straw down just in case someone lays an egg during nighttime. What's going on? I check all their crops every single night. There we go. Rainbow will eventually turn around. Good girls. Good girls. Full crops. Full crops. No sour crop. Knock on wood. Okay. That way it's not blinding you. Good night, my girls. Their warmer is on right now. Okay, I am going to finish uploading this video, and I'm going to make some food and wait for my husband to get home. tomorrow I have a lot of cleaning to do. That's why I was uploading the video today for you guys until I can get another video out. The weather has been pretty cold, so I haven't been able to really make an actual chicken video that I want to make, but I will get there. I really don't want to stand in the cold and try to record a video. Like, it's just not. Anyways, I have a lot of cleaning to do tomorrow, so I will record tidbits throughout the week and post next week when I can. So, see you in the next clip. Sometimes in the mornings I find an egg. Hi, girls. Okay, I figured I should turn on the camera while I'm doing this. I'm not going to show you the whole thing or all of it. I'm just going to show you snippets of it. I am canning SloppyJoes either in a couple hours or tonight, but I can't can it tomorrow because the package says best before by today, and I don't risk it when it comes to meat. So I am cooking up the meat right now, and then I keep adding the cooked meat to my stock pot. And then once all of it is in there, I'm going to cook everything as like the Sloppy Joe recipe. So I'll show you just tidbits of what I'm doing, and I'll show you the process of canning. My canner it used to be a dial gauge canner, a dial gauge 23 quart Presto, but Canada does it, well, like for Canada at least, as far as Presto has told me, they do not have any facilities where you can get your gauge tested to make sure that it's working all the time, and you can't really test it yourself apparently. So they shipped me a weight. So now I am using a weighted gauge canner, which I actually like much better, honestly, because as long as I can hear it, I can move around the house and get some other stuff done while I'm canning. So I like it better. With the dial, you have to like watch it constantly. So I like the weight better. For my elevation, I'm just above 1,000 feet. So my elevation is 15 pounds. Okay, so once I'm done this, I'm going to obviously drain the fat from it and then dump it in my pot and then just keep going. I have 3 more packages to do, so I will show you my next step when I get there. Okay, so I just finished cooking up all the packs and I got half my pot filled with ground beef. So I am just going to go double check on the hens, see how they're doing, and then I'll come back in and I'll start cutting up everything that I have to add into the pot. And then we'll just start making it. I have all my clean pint jars. I am doing 17 pints. And then if I have any left over, then obviously I got to do some more. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, I just finished checking on the hens, and I am going to grab the stuff that we need to make the Sloppy Joes. So I will put the link in the description box of the recipe I am using. I pretty much only use all of her recipes. So I'm going to use Actually, I forgot I grabbed a couple bags of onions. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these. So essentially 3 pounds of ground beef, and I just cooked up about 10. So we're gonna need to pull out the calculator. Okay, try not to cry from cutting up onion. Ooh, oh, that's strong. Okay, so I got this thing. I'm gonna try it. I probably overloaded it. When you're usually doing this, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming you, well, what does it say? Cook ground beef, add onion, garlic, cook for a few minutes. Like you're supposed to cook the onion and garlic a bit, but to me it doesn't really matter because not only am I cooking it with the ground beef, but holy crap, my eyes are like dying right now. It's going to also cook when you pressure can it. Okay, that's enough. So I'm gonna bring you over here. Eyes are burning. Gonna get this on a medium. It's on a medium-high heat. So my stove is induction, goes by numbers. I'm on number 8 right now. I am just going to take this slicer out so no one gets hurt. I'm adding a lot of onion and garlic. You probably don't have to add this much, but we like it, so. And there's quite a bit of meat here. I have soapy water in my sink all the time when I'm cooking and canning. Just makes it easier as I go. So I'm going to turn this down to about 6. I might not even actually need this big ass spoon. I'm going to use this spoon. Oh, that's better. So I'm hoping there's enough here that will get me 16 pints. I might even have a little bit more than that, but that's okay. So, well, I was going to measure with teaspoon, but I think I'll just wing it. Can always adjust it as I go anyway. So, mustard. Same for 1 cup of ketchup. Like I said, I'll link the recipe down below. Just I'm using so much ground beef. And honestly, this is actually how I cook anyway. Like I just add and then I taste as I go. Obviously separate utensil, like I'll wash it or just grab a new one, but that's how I've always done it. So I'm just gonna do it that way. So pepper. This is salt. I still got to open the tomato juice and add that as well. Oh, sorry, tomato sauce. Why did I grab tomato juice? Okay, so for tomato sauce, I grabbed 2 store-bought and 2 homemade. Okay, so I did most of the cleanup. All of my jars are clean. Now, I've been pressure canning for 6 years. And what I have learned when it comes to any greasy meat or any type of like tomatoey, liquidy stuff is, even though they say fill to 1 inch headspace, I don't. I fill just below that because it's going to boil, you know? There is tomato sauce in here. There's barbecue sauce. There's ketchup. There's mustard. Like, all of those ingredients are bound to boil and very strongly. And even if you get the fat out of the meat, it is still going to be greasy enough to boil. You don't have to do what I'm doing because it's not like a soup, like with solids, I mean. I'm just doing it so that I can shove more in, but like I said, I'm not going to 1 inch headspace. And if I do happen to, I'm just very careful. See, like I already went to 1 inch headspace. Okay, so you can see that it's like just below 1 inch headspace. To me, that's perfect, especially when it comes to ground beef, because ground beef the grease is so aggressive. Even if you get all of the fat out, it's just so aggressive that it tends to burst a jar. The amount of times that I've had the jars burst because of it. So I was going for 17 pints. I got 13. My hands are so dry right now. Okay, so because I just put hand cream on, your next step, I don't care what the other YouTube channels say, you are wiping the rims down with white vinegar. Do you want those seals to stick? White vinegar. So the next step is to grab your clean lids. A lot of people will use, like, they'll put their lids in a thing of warm water. They'll put their lids in a thing of warm water and then put them on. I don't do that. Okay, the one thing I have been doing though when it comes to canning is I've been making it so that the front of the jar, like the fancy label, is so that the lid is facing that way, so it just looks nicer, you know what I mean? So I don't push down on the middle of it because I do not want a false seal, obviously. I'm just making it so that the lid doesn't move. Fingertip tight. Okay, we're gonna put water into the desired fill line and a splash of vinegar. Then we're going to put our jars in. Make sure your jars are properly placed. We're gonna put the lid on so it's a good seal. Once the lid is on and it's a good seal, we're going to grab our weight. Mine is 15 pounds. It's originally 11, but I have to go over 10. So it's the weight and then 2 little weights. So we're going to wait until steam vents through the pipe. Once it vents for 10 minutes, we're going to put our weight on. Once the weight goes on, we give it some time, and then this vent pipe will pop up. Once the vent pipe pops up, eventually your weight will start rocking. Okay, in the meantime, we wait until the weight starts rocking. Just like this. Once the weight is rocking, you wait a couple of minutes. You start your timer, and then you adjust your temp. Okay, just giving you a snippet. This is what the Sloppy Joes turned out to look like. So when I go to pop open the jar, I will just probably take this little bit off, because this is from the tomato sauce and like a little bit of the beef fat. So I'll just take that off and then I'll reheat it and put it on buns. But that is your finished product. I just grabbed the camera quick, so I'll probably end up doing a video eventually on like how the whole canning process works. If any of you are interested, if you have any questions, leave the comments down below. I am going to finish doing the stuff in the kitchen now, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and have a great day.